Good morning, everyone. We are now in our last day of eliminations. I am Mikey Abueg, together with Ken Pangilinan and Rhea Agas. We welcome you back to the Shakey Super League National Invitationals. And today, crucial matchup nga ang mangyayari between the LPU Lady Pirates and the Adamson Lady Falcons. Pero bago ang lahat, tingnan muna natin ano nga bang naging result ng ating match earlier at ano pa nga ba ang ating matches upcoming for today. So earlier nga nanalo ang DLSU Lady Spikers against the USPF Lady Panthers, making them advance into the quarterfinals together with the University of Perpetual Help System, Delta. For our third match, it is going to be the De La Salle University Dasmariñas Lady Patriots going up against the UST Golden Tigresses. And for our fourth match of the day, it is the Enderon Lady Titans going up against the CSB Lady Blazers. At para nga sa ating match at hand, it is the Lyceum Lady Pirates going up against the Adamson Lady Falcons. At dahil nga dyan, meron tayong konting players na nakausap from them earlier. So let's hear it from Jonah Dolorito of the LPU Lady Pirates.
Nung una, sobrang tough nung game na yun para sa amin. Siyempre, kasi nga first game, tas talo, tas nung nangyari sa amin yun, sobrang laking lesson din sa amin. Nilearn namin na lesson that time kasi nga, siyempre, siguro naging sobrang complacent din kami. And madami din kasing adjustment na nangyari sa amin since madami din pong bagong player na dumating sa amin. Which is, hindi pa kami super gel that time. And this, nung games, yung game against JMCF, hanggang ngayon, nasa amin pa rin, dala-dala pa rin namin siya. Pero hindi yun para hadlang, para maging burden siya sa next game namin ngayon.
And there you have it, Jonah Dolorito of the Lyceum Lady Pirates. At totoo nga, yun nga ay dala pa rin nila yung game, pagkatalo nila from their last game. Pero hopefully nga, hindi yan maging hadlang for them today. And now let's hear it from the other side of the court, Ishi Lalong Isip of the Adamson Lady Falcons.
Po yung workout namin ngayon, yung hindi po kami mag-slow start, yung parang sa first pasok pa lang po sa game is dapat on fire na agad. And sa bawat point po, doon namin ina-adjust yung bawat isa na kailangan mailabas agad namin yung laro para walang masayang na point every game.
And there you have it, Ishi Lalong Isip of the Adamson Lady Falcons. Sabi niya nga na hopefully hindi maging slow start ang Adamson today at sana nga ay maipakita nila yan sa ating game. Pero saan nga ba natin mapapanood ang ating mga laro? And of course, you can still watch us on Solar Sports and Tap Sports. And of course, our ever-reliable social media pages at My Plus Network on Facebook and TikTok, at Plus Network 2020 on YouTube, at Shakey Super League on Facebook, and at Shakey's Philippines. At ayan nga, tingnan natin sino kaya ang aangat between the Lyceum Lady Pirates and Adamson Lady Falcons. And now let me turn you over to our panel. Ken and Rhea?
We're still here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan. We see here two-time NCAA best setter, Venice Puzon. She is back for the Lady Pirates. She will take on Lucille Almonte, the versatile player ng Adamson Lady Falcons. She's one of the veterans that will lead their charge. This is the LPU Lady Pirates taking on the Adamson Lady Falcons. Hello everyone who's watching us live on the Plus Network and Shakey Super League social media pages. We're also live on Tap Sports and Solar Sports. Ken Pangilinan together with Rhea Agas. Rhea, ito NCAA versus UAP matchup we have here.
Yes, of course, Ken. We are expecting a great matchup between UAAP number 3, the Adamson Lady Falcons, coming up against NCAA number 2, the LPU Lady Pirates. And of course, we are expecting how the LPU Lady Pirates will bounce back after that loss in their last game.
So, puntahan na natin ang ating team standings brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. We saw earlier, La Salle topping Group A, 2-0 na sila dito. They will advance to the quarterfinals together with the Perpetual Altas. And what do you see among the rest of the pools here, Rhea?
Of course, we have here in Pool B, the UST Golden Tigresses up in seed number 1. And in Pool D, we have
Enderon College.
Enderon Colleges in pool number, and in Pool C, we have the Adamson Lady Falcons here coming up against the LPU Lady Pirates.
So itong Enderon and CSB in Pool D, short ng pasok. But later they will face off for that number 1 spot. Itong quarterfinal bracket natin, we see here La Salle. They will face kung sino may second placer sa pool nito between Adamson, LPU, and JMC. On the other side of that bracket naman, you see here Perpetual, second place team in Pool A. So interesting kung sino yung mga papasok pa dito sa ating quarterfinal round. Let's talk about itong LPU. In their last game, a surprising result against JMC. They won the first set, but nahihirapan sila in the next 3 sets, Rhea.
Tama, Ken. The Lady Pirates' loss against the JMCF has been really costly for them, especially in keeping up their hopes in the quarterfinals. It was really a tight game between the two contenders. Of course, first set pa lang, 24-26 na. But with our match at hand, we will see how the LPU Lady Pirates will bounce back against the Lady Falcons.
On the other side, you've got Adamson. Actually, nung laban nila against JMC, nung set number 2, it was tied 7-all before Adamson uncorked a 12-1 run. They pulled away, never looked back, and won via straight sets.
Also, and looking at this, Ken, it was really a convincing win for them against the Lady Royals. With the Lady Royals not even making it to the 20 in the scoreboard here, the Adamson Lady Falcons really showed dominance in that last match against the JMCF.
Meanwhile, we turn you over to our venue announcer.
And first libero number 10, Karen Verdeflor. Here come their teammates. Number 3, Alia Marce. Number 4, Angelica Alcantara. Number 5, Shaira Ancheta. Number 7, Jochen Kuanka. Number 8, AA Adolfo. Number 9, Ishi Lalongisip. Number 13, Jen Villegas. Number 14, Eloisa Alhibe. Number 15, Achek Huegos. Number 16, Red Bascon. Number 18, Lorin Turing. And their second libero is number 12, Judas Claire Manuel. And now, here come the Lyceum of the Philippines University Lady Pirates. Led by their team captain, number 11, Katrina Galedo. And first libero, number 2, Angelica Guzman. Their teammates, number 1, John De Guzman. Number 4, Lois Santa Maria. Number 6, Janet Tulang. Number 8, Denise Lopez. Number 10, Venice Puzon. Number 12, John Daguna. Number 14, Mika Daya. Number 15, Jonah Dolorito. Number 16, Hiromi Asada. Number 19, Hart Bayo. Number 20, Cyril Domingo. And their second libero is number 5, Jaika Lopez. Our officials for match number 10. First referee, Jordan Baca, national referee. Second referee, Arvin de Tablan, national referee. And now let's meet the starting lineups for both teams, starting with the LPU Lady Pirates. Number 4, middle blocker Lois Santa Maria. At opposite hitter, number 6, Janet Tulang. Outside hitter, number 8, Denise Lopez. Setter number 10, Venice Puzo. Number 15, outside hitter, Jonna Dolorito. At middle blocker, number 14, Mika Daya. And their starting libero is number 2, Angelica Guzman. Coaching the LPU Lady Pirates is Cromwell Garcia. And now the starting lineup for the Adamson University Lady Falcons. Team captain number 17, outside hitter Lucille Almonte. Number 4, center Angelica Alcantara. Middle blocker number 5, Shaira Ancheta. Outside hitter number 9, Ishi Lalongisi. Opposite hitter number 15, Ache Cuegos. Middle blocker number 18, Lorin Torre. And their starting libero is number 10, Karen Verdeflor. Head coach for the Adamson Lady Falcons is John Paul Yude.
Check out the starting lineups for LPU. Venice Puzon and Mika Daya back after missing their opening game against JMC. Kasama nila si Loy Santa Maria, Jaja Tulang, Stacy Lopez, and Jonah Dolorito. And Angelica Guzman is their starting libero. Samantala, on the side of Adamson, familiar starting 6, Lucille Almonte heading that groove alongside Ishi, Lalong Isip, Sharia Ancheta, Ache Cuegos, monitoring Angelica Alcantara, their setter, and Karen Vildaflor is their starting libero. So it's LPU versus Adamson here, second game of our quadruple header. This set brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. And Venice Puzon will start things out here. And it's really a huge loss for them. Yung opening game nila as Puzon, right on cue. Service ace para sa kanya. But good news is they are back. Venice Puzon, 2-time NCAA best setter.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, Ken, costly talaga yung pagkatalo nila against JMCF. Kaya let's see what they're gonna have to do in this match against the Lady Falcons.
It's gonna be a tall order rather against this really battle-tested Adamson side, which has lost key players. You all know Trisha Tubu, sila Louis Romero, Kate Santiago, not with them anymore. Risa Cruz as well. So this is gonna be a whole new crew under their new head coach, JP Yude. And Lucille Almonte is gonna lead the ship alongside Honey Turing. And ito si Stacy Lopez. Had her moments against JMC. She really started out strong in that game. Meanwhile, Lucille Almonte scoring para dito sa Lady Falcons.
That was smart for Lucille Almonte to again go with the hands of the blockers for the Lady Pirates.
Adamson, after losing out on the Final Four for many years, I think their last appearance before they got into their last season was back in 2014 under Coach Sherman Meneses. But they did a great job of finally barging into that Final Four. Unfortunately, losing to NU in the semifinals. Take a look at Jonah Dolorito getting it over. And ayun naman si Stacy Lopez killing that one. So it's now 3-2 in favor of LPU. Alcantara goes to Turig. Good floor defense by LPU. Jaja Tulang cross court. Sa likod, Lalong Isip. Chased by Santa Maria. Tulang finds a seam in the middle.
Tulong, very smart in that last setup play. Going up in the hole in the middle. Ayan naman, kita natin in this replay. Just the sweet spot for her.
So, itong Adamson naman, they finally got back to the Final Four. Itong LPU made their first, not only Final Four appearance, but their first finals appearance last season in the NCAA season 98. And they were one of only 2 teams which forced the College of St. Benil Lady Blazers to 5 sets rather. But sayang dahil natalo sila doon via sweep against that same team in the finals. Santa Maria tapping it in.
That was well read by Santa Maria, knowing na ihuhulog na yon ng setter ng Adamson. Kaya naman, she was very aggressive in that last block.
Tulang, one of the key holdovers para dito sa LPU. Sa side naman nila, wala na rin si Jewel Maligmat and one-time best middle blocker in the NCAA, Sonchi Dahab. Dolorito missing out on that hit.
A little overcooked by Dolorito there in that last play.
5-4, Honey to ring. Marami sa kanilang nawala, but she chose to stay with this program, has been with them since high school. A good serve coming from the middle blocker.
Very veteran itong si Turing Noken. Tinarget niya talaga yung walang tao there in the side of LPU.
The serve of the game brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. We are tied 5 apiece. Well, actually, Adamson is in the lead already. 3 straight points coming from the Lady Falcons. At Cheta, nandun si Santa Maria. From the back, Stacy Lopez. Adamson on the attack. Lalong isip obliges.
Strategic cross-court hit there by Lalong Isip, targeting. Ayan nga yung butas in the middle between the libero and Lopez.
That has been open during the last few sequences for Adamson. So here we go, 6-5. So it's actually 6-5. Make that 6 all via that attack galing kay Dolorito.
Dolorito taking advantage of the blockers kasi alam niya medyo malayo sa net yung blockers ng Adamson Lady Falcons. Kaya naman pinalo niya talaga agad yun, giving the point to the Lady Pirates.
Jonah Dolorito also has a good serve. And ayun, right on cue, naka-service ace. Ang kanilang open hitter na si Jonah.
Dolorito, someone we really look forward to sa game na to, of course, kasi both teams trying to get a spot in the quarterfinals.
Victory Liner is the official Shakey Super League National Invitational Transport provider. Talong isip again. This time going for that down-the-line hit.
That was a little bit too far to the net. Pero Lalong Isip really made a way para makuha niya yung point for the girls.
And on deck to serve, the new starting setter ng Adamson with the departure of Louie Romero, Angelica Alcantara. What did you take away from your conversation with her earlier?
Oh, okay, and I spoke with her earlier, tas I asked her ano nga ba yung adjustments na ginawa niya, especially with the loss of their setter, and sabi niya may pressure pa rin daw at syempre hindi talaga yan mawawala, and she's adjusting to that pressure given to her.
8-7 as we head into our first technical timeout.
Welcome back to the Shakey Super League National Invitationals presented by Eurotel, the official hotel of this tournament. Venice Puzon of the Lady Pirates shared with me na nalungkot nga daw siya na wala siyang nagawa sa talo nila last game. But at the same time ay natuwa siya sa improvement ng mentality at maturity ng younger players. Naikwento nga rin sa akin ni Coach Cromwell na this is a test for the Lady Pirates to prove themselves during pressure-packed situations dahil iba nga daw pag sa training at sa mismong game, adding factors tulad ng mga simple simpleng pito ng referee ay nakakaapekto nga daw sa mga ito. But even with the loss, Coach Cromwell looks on the brighter side kung saan they were able to see even the smallest mistakes with this experience. And let's see if the sun will shine bright for the girls from Intramuros. Ken and Rhea?
Thank you very much, Mikey Abueg, our third member of our broadcast panel. Coach Cromwell Garcia not only handles this women's collegiate team, he also handles yung men's team and also the girls volleyball team. So, lahat yan ipinagkatiwala sa mga kamay ng nag-iisang Cromwell Garcia. And he was really the one responsible. Huge role in giving them their first Final Four and finals appearance in the NCAA. 9-all. Lalong isip to serve. Puson goes to Lopez. And Stacy Lopez picking up from where she left off in their last game.
We're really seeing right now, Ken, an exchange of rallies among the two teams, and it's really something na we look forward to, syempre, kasi yung both teams really wanted to secure a spot in the quarterfinals.
Venice Puson had a brief pro stint and has really blossomed into a reliable veteran para dito kay Coach Cromwell Garcia. Meanwhile, LPU now with a 2-point lead.
Lopez in that last play, very smart. Just tapping the ball over to the other side of the net.
11-9. And Jonathan Lorito, in the pregame earlier, in her interview, you saw her tackle yung bagong players nitong LPU. And Stacy Lopez, although she missed out on that hit, is one of them and has really been providing points para sa kanila. 11-10. Adamson down by 1. Sharia Ancheta, according to Richie, was also part of LaSalle before. Nagamit pa sila ng kapatid mo?
My sister joined the DLSU Lady Spikers, Ken, I think early on this year lang. So, to my understanding, baka hindi na sila nag-abot.
But now she is with San Marcelino and having a good opportunity to play more minutes under Coach JP Yude. Huegos. Ito, kababayan mo. Really one girl na napanood ko back in the 2022 Shakey's preseason, showing flashes of brilliance already and will have a bigger role in the upcoming UAP season. Meanwhile, Dolorito hammering that one home.
That was smart for Alcantara to go for that 1-2 play. And kita talaga natin dito, the Lady Pirates were struggling but they did not give up on that last point.
Maganda dun, na-set up pa nila ng maayos si Jonah Dolorito. It's now 13-11. Over-received. Dolorito almost capitalizing on that one. But Puson, she goes to Tulang. Over the floor with the underhand set. Huegos, off-speed attack. And that will work.
Another girl that we should look forward to today, of course, in the absence of Trisha Tubo in the Adamson Lady Spikers. Adamson Lady Falcons, rather.
Meanwhile, A.A. Adolfo and Cuenca checking in. As we'd like to thank Team Rebel Sports, the official team uniform of the Shakey Super League National Invitational. We've got a close one so far. Puzon, balik kay Dolorito, nandoon si Adolfo. Tulang, that's gonna sail out. So we are tied once again at 13.
Tulang trying to aim for the hands, but unfortunately overcooked that last setup play.
Lucille Almonte, the new team captain. In the last 3 years, 3 different coaches. Coach Lur Magiron. Last year was Coach Jerry. Now with the UE Red Warriors. At ngayon naman, Coach JP Ude, ang kanilang magiging coach. He's Also the coach ng girls volleyball program of the Adamson Lady Falcons. Tulang meanwhile, mintis sa kanyang serve doon.
These service errors are gonna be costly for both teams. As much as possible, kung maiwasan nila yung errors, iwasan na lang talaga, of course, with this neck and neck type of game we have here.
Another deadlock. Puzon. Dolorito gets denied. Ancheta with the block.
Really love what Puzon did there, trying to go far to the open, but unfortunately Ancheta was there for the block, thus giving the point to the Adamson Lady Falcons.
And they've now retook the lead here, 15-14. Sa likod, they go to AA Adolfo. And she gives Adamson a 2-point lead. Heading into the second technical timeout, AA Adolfo rising and detonating.
I only want the best. Thincredible, Thintense, sensational, thin crust pizza from Shakey's. Thincredible crisp crust, Thintense real cheese, sensational flavor. There's no thin like Shakey's.
You like Shakey Super League National Invitationals presented by Urtel, the official hotel of the tournament. Itong dalawang kupunan na ito, Rhea, naglaban sila during the 2022 Shakey Super League. And Adamson winning that one in straight sets. But this is a totally new ball game given that both teams have revamped. Ancheta again with another block. And that forces Coach Cromwell Garcia to call a timeout. Urtel is the official hotel of the Shakey Super League National Invitationals. Let's listen in.
Tayo rito. Coverage natin, di ba? Nakaman na yan. Oo. Tama. Yung lobong bolang gano'n, hindi na tayo pwede effort tayo, dive in and dive in. Kasi pag nakuha natin yung bola dito, tumaas man yan dyan, may tapon tayo rito eh. Hindi yan. May wakaro ka. One stop.
Coach Crom very technical in that last time out, emphasizing to the girls na may coverage sila, and as long as makakover sila with the blocks of the Lady Falcons, kaya nilang mag-transition and turn these balls into points.
17-14. 3 straight points by the Lady Falcons. And that attack by Dolorito is out.
Dolorito aiming for the sides of the court, but unfortunately, again, overcooked that last setup play there.
Toring on deck to serve. It's been raining non-stop during the tournament. We've been hearing the heavy rain from the outside, but the action has so far continued here. We've seen our teams really battle it out, and Adamson now 5 straight points. Lamang sila dito, 19-14. And John Duguna, who's coming off the bench here, pinasok na. Coach Cromwell Garcia, pinaltan muna ito si John Dolorito. Puzon, iniabot kay Santa Maria. Underhand set to Adolfo. And that off-speed attack works para sa kanya.
Adolfo getting that point with the help of the net. Of course, nahulog lang in between, behind the blockers there for the LPU Lady Pirates.
Another timeout by LPU. Let's listen in to Coach Cromwell Garcia.
Ay, mga kapatay ng bola, alam nyo, ayaw nyo paluin. Wala ka ng blocker, yung blocker mo nagpo-commit nandito. Ito, delay. Wala ka, free ball ka dito sa gitna. Paluin mo ng isang kamay mo. Bakit nagdadalawang kamay na naman? Sige, sige. Receive muna isa, receive.
Coach Crom frustrated in that last time out. Sabi nga niya, bakit daw ayaw paluin ng mga girls? Thus leading to the Lady Falcons na lagi nabablock yung mga palo nila.
6 unanswered points for the Lady Falcons. Kanina lang, tabla tayo at 14 all. Coach Cromwell Garcia certainly not happy on that last huddle. Toguna, bagong pasok. Almonte was there at the back line. Lalong isip!
Sweet spot for Lalong Isip, targeting the down the line there. At walang tao, Ken, so kaya easy point yon for the Lady Falcons.
And Lalong Isip, at least from the last UAP season, has really pimped down noticeably. Nakikita mo sa galaw niya, she's quicker to the ball. Mas mabilis siyang umangat. Meanwhile, Duguna stopping this 7-0 run by Adamson.
I think that was what Coach Crom trying to tell the girls na paluin lang ng paluin and challenge the blockers for the Lady Falcons.
Joanne Duguna. Sharp serve. Nandoon si Lalong Isip. Adolfo. Puzon. Underhand set. And Lopez unable to get that ball across.
Alam mo, Ken, maganda naman yung first ball, yung depensa ng LPU Lady Pirates, but it's really how they attack na nag-error sila, thus giving points to the Lady Falcons here.
A.A. Adolfo. Puzon going back to Lopez, and that's the sign of a really veteran center. Despite the fact on that earlier trip, hindi sila nag-connect, pinalikan pa rin niya. Yung tiwala doon ni Puzon was on display.
I was gonna say, Ken, how smart of Puzon na ibalik talaga ng ibalik yung bola para makabawi si Lopez in that play.
And that's the two-time NCAA best center for you. Summit Bottled Water is the official drinking water of the Shakey Super League National Invitational. Alcantara. Free ball for LPU. And Tulang was blocked there, or actually unable to get the ball across for touches.
Tulang a little bit underneath that ball, kaya naman was not fortunate to cross that ball over the side of the Lady Falcons.
23-16. Puzon, quick attack, Mika Daya over the floor there for the pickup. Lalong Isip with a pipe.
Lalong Isip, very versatile as a player. Kahit nasa pipe siya, nasa open or nasa opposite, maaasahan talaga siya.
Well, she was our MVP of the match in their game against JMC. Meanwhile, Stacy Lopez drilling that one in.
Lopez saving a set point for the Adamson Lady Falcons, using the hands of the blockers again. Very smart of her.
Puzon from Laguna. Sa likod, Huegos. Puzon chases. She goes back to Lopez. Nandoon ang depensa ni Ancheta. Chacha Tulang. And walang check ball doon. So, it's gonna be Adamson taking care of set number 1. They win it 25-17. We'll return for set number 2 in just a bit.
I only want the best. Incredible, Thin-Tense, Sensational, Thin Crust Pizza from Shakey's. Incredible crisp crust, Thin-Tense real cheese, sensational flavor. There's no thin like Shakey's.
challenging talaga siya kasi dati high school yung first na hinawakan ko as a head coach. Pero it's not, kumbaga, hindi naman siya iba sa akin because nahawakan ko naman to nung nag-assistant ako dati sa kanila. Pero it's quite challenging talaga kasi because preparation namin for this tournament is almost 1 month pa lang kami nag-ensayo eh. Pero siguro, as the tournament goes by, so kumbaga kailangan na namin talaga yung indoor namin yung process. Kailangan, hindi magiging rason yun yung 1 month na training yun, kumbaga to not perform well to this tournament.
Coach JPU then, also a coach in the Adamson girls volleyball program, led them to a runner-up finish against NU Lady Bullpups. But first, let's take a look at set number 1. And Rhea, dikita naman yung naging laban natin. It was back and forth. We were tied at 14 apiece until itong Adamson uncorked a 7-0 run and never looked back and just took care of this set, winning it 25-17.
In that first part sa set 1 natin, lapit lang yung score, but unfortunately for the Lady Pirates, it was their errors that in the attacks particularly na giving free points to the Lady Falcons.
Lalong isip again was really impressive. So take a look at the numbers here, Rhea.
Here we have 12 opponent errors for the Lady Pirates, kaya naman it was costly for them.
Yun yung masakit nun. Samantala, Adamson isa lang. As we begin set number 2, brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojo snap. LPU starts off here. Puzon. Alcantara goes to Bascon. Bagong pasok ni Coach JP. Alcantara just falling short on that trip.
Ancheta trying to go for the dunk, but unfortunately she was a little too far to the net, kaya it was somehow impossible to do that on her part.
Alcantara goes to Ancheta. Puzon. Jaja Tulang. LPU trying to tie this thing up and a strong start for them. Jaja Tulang immediately apologizing after hitting one of the players nitong Adamson rather.
It was really smart for Puzon to trick the blockers of the Lady Falcons, giving a free way for Tulang in that last play.
3-0 for the Lady Pirates. From the back, Almonte. Huegos sent back. Bascon, ginawa ng paraan. Nandoon si Galledo. Actually, that was Dolorito with a pickup. And LPU, strong start with 4 straight points.
It's a slow start for the Lady Falcons here. And we have witnessed errors after errors, kaya naman giving free points to the Lady Pirates.
Venice Puson, aside from being the best setter, was also named the best server. Jaja Tulang, the denial coming from the LPU Lady Pirate.
Jaja Tulang very determined. And that last block point, kita mo naman, binatawan na siya ng middle ng Lady Pirates, but still she managed to get that block, single block pa.
5-0, make that 5-1. Bascon rising up and scoring that point.
Again, another smart setup play by Alcantara, tricking the blockers of the Lady Pirates. As we can see here, isa lang yung nag-block for Bascon, giving a free point for the Lady Falcons.
Finally on the board, but they commit a service error there. And amazing that Adamson only had 1 error in the opening set. Yun, nakaisa ulit sila doon. 6-1. Lopez. Alcantara goes to Almonte. Good floor defense. But free ball for the Lady Falcons. Off speed from Almonte works.
That was a little too far from the net for Almonte. Pero really, you can see how veteran she was in that last play. As we take a look at this replay, tinap niya lang yung bola sa gitna, making use of the hands ng mga blockers.
6-2, LPU. Dolorito, tough angle, and that is out. 6-3. And so far, what has been working para dito sa LPU to start off at least this set number 2, Rhea?
It's really how they have responded to their errors. We can really see in set number 2 now, minimize na talaga yung errors nila.
And they've been executing well on their offense. And that's why they have a 4-point lead here, 7-3. Trying to tie this thing up. And they need a win to at least have a chance of advancing. Dahil nga natalo sila against JMC. Almonte gets blocked. Puzon. And Domingo unable to connect.
That was too high for Domingo. She was not in the right timing in that last set-up play.
Victory Liner is the official Shakey Super League National Invitational Transport provider. Lopez sa likod. Pagkakataon muli for the Lady Falcons. Puzo na nag-first ball. Dolorito attacks and scores. Now we'll head into our first technical timeout. The LPU Lady Pirates, this time with a strong start, they lead 8-4. Shakey Super League National Invitational is presented by Eurotel, the official hotel of the tournament. Stacy Lopez and LPU with a 4-point lead, 8-4. Toring trying to change that as she attacks middle there.
Toring, another veteran player here for the Lady Falcons. Kaya naman, we will see more of her in this set.
Lucille Almonte, when she was playing under Coach Lerma Giron, had to play libero at times, di ba?
And that really shows how versatile she is as a player. Kung saan position mo siya ilalagay, she will really deliver for the team.
All around, ito si Lucille Almonte, ever since pa lang. And apart from being all around, she has been tasked to be the leader of the squad under Coach JP Ude. Huegos with a wind-up. Sa likod, Lopez. Picked up by Huegos. They go middle. Toring. That's just enough to earn them that point.
That first ball was a little too far from the net, but it's amazing. See how Alcantara was able to set that up for Toring.
So 3 straight points for the Lady Falcons. Good serve. Another chance. Red Bascon, however, missing out on that opportunity.
I think, Ken, that was too low for her. Looking at her, the way she approached the ball.
Jonah Dolorito. Back in NCAA season 97, she was really doing well with those jump serves. But pagdating ng season 98, pinatigil muna yung mga ganong klaseng jump serves alongside Joel Maligmat. Meanwhile, Red Bascon scoring there for the Lady Falcons. Going back to Jonah Dolorito, NCAA season 98, di man siya nag-jump serve, but yung energy nila was really preserved dahil nga nung NCAA season 97, one of the knocks on them was pag mahaba yung labanan, pag umabot ng 5 sets, nauubusan sila ng energy to compete. But one of the adjustments nga come NCAA 98, nagbunga naman dahil nga nag-final sila dito. But meanwhile, we see here Ancheta sending that ball over.
That was really smart by Ancheta. And of course, we have to credit Lucille Almonte there with her dig, thus giving point to the Lady Falcons.
5-1 run by Adamson. Domingo. And the Lady Falcons have scored 5 of the last 6 points. Just want to give a quick shout out to Kathy Abayon, who's watching right now. Baka may flight yan mamaya. Meanwhile, speaking of flight, the Lady Falcons are soaring right now.
It seems like the Lady Pirates are struggling with their first ball in this set, Ken.
Let's listen in to Coach Cromwell Garcia as we have our Euratel timeout. Euratel is the official hotel of the Shakey Super League National Invitational.
Hindi po pwedeng dumating sa inyo yan. Damputin nyo na kagad kasi pagkakuha nyo, kargado na eh. Nawawala na, nag-out of line na eh. Kailangan doon pa lang sa lutang niya, kinukuha na siya. Okay? Ritmo muna. Resiban nyo, hindi tayo makatake. Okay, go!
I made mention nga kanina Ken na it seems like Lady Pirates are struggling with their first ball, and kaya naman si Coach Crom, ito yung nire-remind nila sa girls. Natapatan lang yung bola and continue what they're doing as long as makakuha sila ng first ball.
So after being down by 4 points, lamang na ulit itong Adamson. 11-9, Lopez, cross court, nandoon si Turing. From the back, Almonte. Puzon. Goes to Dolorito. Blocked there by Ancheta. Another chance for the Lady Falcons. This time, it's Red Pascon down the back with the hit there.
Of course, Ken, we have to credit Turing there in her 2 big digs.
Yes,
Giving points for the Lady Falcons. And galing pa siya ng serve niyan.
exactly. Ni Turing. Good job at the back row. Meanwhile, Domingo. Pascon off speed. Nandoon si Lopez. Puzon. Inialay para dito kay Jaja Tulang.
A little too far for Almonte there. But Tulang was very smart to target the middle.
So that stops an 8-1 run by the Lady Falcons. Cyril Domingo is the sister of former FEU Lady Tamaraw, Sed Domingo. Red Pascon rising and detonating.
That was a perfect jump set by Alcantara there. A C set, of course, to Bascon.
You can see the growth nito ni Angelica Alcantara. As we'd like to thank Team Rebel Sports, the official team uniform of the Shakey Super League National Invitational. The growth by Angeline Alcantara is really gonna be crucial if they wanna have another Final Four appearance in the UAP.
Kaya nga Ken, nakausap ko siya earlier today. Sabi niya, as long as mag-enjoy lang siya sa game, she will deliver what is missing for the team.
Stacy Lopez. Yung diin sa palo na yon, just penetrating through the blockers.
Lopez, very efficient here for the Lady Pirates, breaking blockers of the Lady Falcons.
14-11. And that attack coming from Adamson is out.
Bascon kind of overcooked that last play. She was trying to aim for the hands of the blockers of the Lady Pirates.
LPU trailing by 2. Juegos. Chacha Tulang. Sent back there by Ancheta. And she completes it for Adamson.
It was unfortunate for the Lady Pirates, Ken, because nakuha na nila yung block sana, na-cover nila, but they were unable to transition it and make it cross over to the other side of the net.
And karamihan dito sa Adamson Lady Falcons nanggaling sa high school program nila, and that continuity of their program has really been vital para sa kanila, given that, yun nga, marami nawala. But Coach JP Yude, young coach, but tried and tested na ito sa high school. Meanwhile, a service ace para dito kay Stacy Lopez.
That was a great float serve by Stacy Lopez. It was about to actually go out, Ken, pero at the latter part, biglang bumaba yung bola. And that's really hard to receive.
Hard to receive, hard to execute. Hindi lahat nakakagawa ng ganyang klaseng serve. Nolorito with the adjustment, but not enough because that ball is off the mark. Which brings us to our second technical timeout. Lamang dito ang Adamson, 16-14.
I only want the best. Incredible, Thin-Tense, sensational, thin crust pizza from Shakey's. Incredible crisp crust, Thin-Tense real cheese, sensational flavor. There's no thin like Shakey's.
Check out our Shakey Super Fans of the Day, brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Sino kaya ang chini-cheer nila, no?
I think judging by the banners na hinahawakan nila, it's of course si Ancheta from the Adamson Lady Falcons.
Sure ka, ah? Sure ka ba?
Well, at least for those who were holding the banners, Ken.
Of course, Char Ancheta. Well, she has had a couple of impressive blocks in this ball game. Alcantara ngayon, punta ay Almonte. Nandoon si Tulang. She tries once again, but LPU with an opportunity here. Doguna trying to go for the down the line hit. Juegos, cross court. Puso na ang nag-itaas ng bola doon. Tulang. Juegos off speed. Puzon goes to Doguna. Tough angle, but makes it happen for LPU.
Grabe yung defense from both teams. We have witnessed earlier, Ken, and we have to give it to the Lady Pirates talaga, as they were able to make way in that last setup play.
Mika Daya did not play in their opening game. Kasama niya si Puzon na naka-street clothes. Meanwhile, Honey to ring. Gets that one to go.
Alcantara really smart in this game today, keeping her middles running. As we see there, Toring making way for the Lady Falcons.
Alcantara, big shoes to fill. What do you think about her role in the upcoming season? As the ring again scores.
I think, Ken, judging ngayon in this game, she has really matured and embraced her role of being a setter, of course, with the loss of Romero in the part of the Lady Falcons.
3-point lead for the San Marcelino-based squad. Alcantara right on cue with a 1-2 play. And another timeout requested by Coach Cromwell Garcia. Angelica Alcantara finding a seam in the defense. Let's listen in to LPU.
Marami kasi tayong sinasayang na bola. Okay? Miscommunication lang eh. Usap lagi. Hindi po pwedeng ayan lang kayo, nanonood lang kayo ng nangyayari. Yan. Aggressive tayo sa bola. Pag malapit sa atin yung bola, alam na natin gagawin natin dapat. Let's go. Jo, atake Jo. Palit.
It's really the miscommunication of the girls in gray ang naging costly sa kanila in this set ngayon. Kanina nakita natin, Ken, it was a tight score, but unfortunately they weren't unable to score here today.
Actually, LPU, lamang pa yan. 8-4 kanina. Pero yan nga, yung sinasabi ko, yung errors, yung nagiging problema nila dito. Actually, first set na naman eh. They had 12 unforced errors.
This is what Coach Crom mentioned, sinasayang daw ang bola.
Doguna. And Adamson giving LPU a free ball here. Doguna tries once again, gets blocked by Turing.
Doguna was actually trying to go for the smaller blocker as we see here in the last replay. But Alcantara was just there dominating that block in the net.
Biggest lead of the set at 6. 21-15. Doguna. Mascon with the up. And Huegos with an attack error.
Huegos was late in that approach in her pipe attack.
And the double subs for LPU. Osada will replace Puzon. Galledo naman. Papasok para dito kay Chacha Tulang. 21-16. The Lady Falcons trying to go for a 2-0 set lead. Summit Bottled Water is the official drinking water of the Shakey Super League National Invitationals. The new team captain, Katrina Galledo. Well, she misses out on that serve. So, anim ulit ang kalamangan dito ng Lady Falcons.
It's very crucial for the Lady Pirates to minimize their errors here as we are about to end the set na.
Rising up was Osada, but unable to get the ball across. Stacy Lopez comes out limping, at ipapagpag lang niya yan. Pito na ang kalamangan dito ng Adamson. Galledo goes to Domingo. And again, the errors piling up on the side of the Ultramuros base squad.
The Lady Falcons are actually doing nothing. They're just serving here in the set. Pero itong Lady Pirates, they're just giving free points by these errors they're committing.
Kaya nga, set point na dito ang Adamson. Pascon. Good defense there by Lopez. And completing that attack was Joan Duguna.
John Duguna targeting Bascon and the libero of Lady Falcons and was successful in that last setup play.
Alam ko ito si Joan Duguna is an Ilongga. Also played for Bacolod Taytong High School, where she is. Lopez against Adolfo and Turing. Sa likod. Another opportunity for the Lady Falcons to finish this one off. Adolfo, however, doesn't get it across the net. So, itong LPU saving one set point.
Adolfo trying to go for an off-speed attack, but was unfortunate in that last point.
24-18. Cuenca. Another good defense from the back. Itong LPU. But, si Adolfo, nakaswerte pa noon as LPU falling down here against the Adamson Lady Falcons after leading early in this set. And the Lady Falcons finish this one off 25-18. Third set in just a bit when we return.
I only want the best. Incredible, Thin-Tense, sensational, thin crust pizza from Shakey's. Incredible crisp crust, Thin-Tense real cheese, sensational flavor. There's no thin like Shakey's.
Masaya syempre, parang going back kung saan talaga ako nanggaling and kung bakit ako bang pineda ngayon is dahil dun din ako nakilala sa Adamson. And siguro ibabalik ko lang din kung ano yung parang mga nakuha ko and naitulong nila sa akin. So tutulong lang din ako.
Bang Pineda during the mid-2010 decade was really a huge part of their success and is now an assistant coach under Coach JP Yude and still playing. Huh? But meanwhile, tingnan natin, set number 2. LPU was off to a strong start, 5-0. And pagdating nung after that first technical timeout kung saan lamang sila by 4, 8-4, itong Adamson agad bumawi, an 8-1 run. They just took over and from there, never looked back, Rhea.
Tama, Ken. And thereafter, the Lady Falcons were very consistent in that set. And it was unfortunate naman for the Lady Pirates because again, yung errors talaga nila ay nagbibigay ng 3 points to the Lady Falcons.
And they win that set, 25-18. Let's check out the numbers in that second set, Rhea.
Of course, we have the attacks here, 9-11. And again, although hindi naman ganun kagrabe yung errors compared to that of first set, but unfortunately, the Lady Pirates was unable to match it against the Lady Falcons here.
Actually, it's not the amount, it's the timing of when it happened.
Tama ka, Ken.
Yung karamihan ng errors doon, it was when Adamson was making their run. This set brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Set number 3 na po tayo. Adamson with a 2-0 set lead, trying to close this thing out. And what do you think about the performance nito ni Shar Ancheta so far?
Ancheta's very efficient in the middle. Here we have, kaya naman lagi siyang binibigyan ni Alcantara. And that's really something great when you get your middles running because then the blockers, it's either single block or double block na lang talaga.
And it's Adamson now with a strong start, 2-0. Wow, another good serve. That's a service ace para dito kay Shar Ancheta.
It's very convenient point, service ace as the first line of attack.
Adamson trying to finish on top of Pool C. And kung sino man yung magiging number 2 here, assuming na matalo ang LPU dito, it's gonna be JFC. And they will have the unenviable task of facing LaSalle in the quarterfinals if that ever happens. And so far, looks like we're close to that happening dahil nga Adamson lamang dito 4-0. Another good serve. Oh, but Domingo nagawa ng paraan doon.
A miscommunication there between Achi Cuegos and Lalong Isip. That was already a free ball given to the Lady Falcons. But yet again, these unforced errors dapat talaga iniiwasan, especially when it comes to points like that.
Finally, LPU on the board in set number 3. And that attack by Wegos is off the mark.
Wegos trying to go for the hands of the blockers, but unfortunately overcooked that one.
So it's 4-2. Stacy Lopez. Almonte.
Really love the jump C set of Alcantara there. And of course, setting it to Almonte, very veteran here. Fast in that last setup play.
At least twice na nila na-execute yung ganyang klaseng atake. Dito rin na nag-set. Almonte ulit. This time gets denied by Domingo.
Timely block by Domingo there.
And Cyril Domingo, the younger sister of said as Victor Liner is the official Shakey Super League National Invitational transport provider. Itinaas pa kay Almonte. Got sent back to the friend zone by Mika Daya.
Mika Daya was really firm in her block. As you can see here, wala na talagang way for Almonte to get that ball crossover.
And this is just a 1-point lead. As I say that, nag-error na naman itong LPU.
It's really unfortunate for the Lady Pirates, Ken, kasi alam mo yung palapit na sila sa score, pero kung kailan sila palapit, tsaka din sila nag-error. Kaya it's very costly for them to commit these errors.
Momentum killers yung mga ganyan eh. Lucille Almonte. Puzon. Goes to Tulang. And she gets it off and gets the point.
Turing was late in that block. Was unfortunate. Kaya lumabas yung bola. And Tulang very strong and powerful in that last hit.
Scoring 5 of the last 7 points. Talking about LPU. Meanwhile, nakapuntos naman dito si Lalong Isip, who actually sat out the second set, is now back here to start third. Honey to ring. Underhand set, Puzon. They go to Toguna. And she scores.
Ito talaga yung gumagana for the Lady Pirates, Ken. Alam mo yung ginagamit nila yung blockers ng Lady Falcons. And I think if they keep on doing this, lalapit yung score talaga nila with the Lady Falcons.
They've shown that they are a pretty capable team, itong LPU. Lalo last season in the NCAA, Shaya Ancheta puts that one in, and we head into our first technical timeout. Lamang dito ang Adamson, 8-6. Shakey Super League National Invitational is presented by Eurotel, the official hotel of the tournament. 8-6, Adamson. Trying to close this one out in straight sets. If you're LPU, Rhea, what do you need to do here to climb back from this deficit?
I think paulit-ulit na to, Ken, yung errors talaga nila. Hindi lang sa atake, kundi it's the receive and in every aspect of the game.
But that time around, that attack clipping the line, cuts the lead down to 1. Mika Daya on deck to serve. And good read by Lalong Isip, letting that ball sail out of bounds.
Yan talaga yung dangers of having a float serve, Ken, no? Hindi mo makontrol pag lalabas na yung bola pag napalo mo na siya.
Good serve from Lalong Isip. Puzon, bigay kay Lopez. At masyadong malakas.
We are witnessing again the same mistakes of Lady Pirates here, giving errors after errors to the Lady Falcons.
10-7. Lalong Isip has been really consistent so far in the tournament. Free ball for LPU. Puzon, nandoon si Alcantara for the floor. Siya na nag-set up para dito kay Achi. Sa likod, Doguna. Lalong Isip with the pickup. Almonte, the wind-up and the finish.
Alam mo talaga pag si Almonte na yung papalo, parang kampante ka talaga kasi she's very veteran and she really knows where to place that ball.
Medyo quiet nga si Lucille Almonte in their last game, but a little bit asserting herself more here. But this girl, is she Lalong Isip? They've got to watch out for her in the upcoming UAP season. As right now, Adamson with a 12-7 lead. Let's listen in.
Hindi yan. Anong pattern natin pag nahirapan rumisip? Papalit kayo, di ba? Mahirap na to. Kalasan nyo na. Hindi tayo pwede lamang sila nag-aaksaya tayo ng bola natin. Okay? Hindi ko sinasabing siguraduhin yung atake. Ilaban nyo pero nandun sa pwesto. Atake talaga. Go!
Ika nga ni Coach Crom, lamang sila at nag-aaksaya sila ng points. Kaya naman he emphasized for the girls na mag-receive lang sila and of course to get the ball going and of course to score in this set.
Nangihinaya kasi siya doon sa mga pinamimigay nila puntos eh. Lamang na nga yung kalaban.
Namimigay
Nag-i-error pa. Oo, exactly. So let's see if they can respond here. They're down by 5, 12-7. Puzon. Punta kay Lopez. And that is denied by Ancheta.
Ancheta well read. And drops in the middle for the Lady Pirates.
Ishi Lalong Isip. Well, the other teams in the UAP have something to think about with this lineup nitong Adamson. Despite the fact that they've lost key players, we're seeing here the potential.
I agree, Ken, because sabi nga ni Coach, 1 month lang daw sila nag-training. But it doesn't seem like 1 month lang sila nag-training ngayon.
So it's 14-7. Lady Falcons doubling up the output nitong LPU. Another good service. Another block by Ancheta. And that forces an error on the side of LPU.
Ayun na nga yung sinasabi ni Coach Crom na lamang na nga sila namimigay pa ng errors itong Lady Pirates.
Tough transition for LPU. Departure of Zonji Dahab and Jewel Maligmat has definitely left a void. Although, if you have Cyril Domingo, things can be really promising on their goals of trying to go back to the finals. But good din for them, nandito pa si Venice Puson. Almonte gets that one to go. And we head into our second technical timeout. Adamson with the lead, 16-8. Magbabalik po kami.
I only want the best. Incredible, Thintense, sensational, thin crust pizza from Shakey's. Incredible crisp crust, Thintense real cheese, sensational flavor. There's no thin like Shakey's.
Let's check out our face of the day, brought to you by Shakey's. Order favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. They've been here since the first game. At kung ngayon lang kayo tututok, nanalo kanina ang Lasal against USPF. As Lucille Almonte, Char Ancheta, and Honey Turing mo ang pagpapahingahin na dito ni Coach JP Ude. Eloy Ajibe is now in. And ito, hinawakan ni Coach JP Ude sa girls division. And they were able to reach the finals. And silang kaisa-isang kupunan na nakapagbigay ng isang talo sa NU Ball Pops in that UAP season 85, going up against the likes of Kian Olango, sila Pansil, si Marsh. And during that time, they've had ito nga si Ajibe, si Abigail Pono, and then Shaina Nitura as well. Meanwhile, Red Bascon drilling that one home.
Bascon really high leaper player here. Kaya naman it was easy for her to go for that hit.
17-9. Service ace. Galing dito kay Ayesha Huegos.
It seems the body language of the LPU Lady Pirates here, Ken, ay medyo hesitant silang gumalaw. And I think if they take that extra effort, makukuha talaga nila yung bola.
Team Rebel Sports is the official team uniform of the Shakey Super League National Invitationals.
Miscommunication there by Villegas and Alcantara.
Attack error ang naging resulta doon. Heart Bio. Pinaltan muna si Mika Daya. 18-10. Domingo, the strong serve, picked up by Lalong Isip. Villegas. Heart Bio, block point. Instant offense after coming off the bench.
That's what really the coach wants. Kung ipasok ka dyan, give quality minutes in replacement sa kung sino yung sinub mo.
Still a 7-point ball game. Bascon chasing for it. And Bio, that's 2 straight points.
You know what I noticed, Ken? Pag bibigay ni Puzon yung bola sa mga middle blockers niya, it seems that they're getting the point. And if this is something that Puzon continues to do, I think lalapit yung score naman nila dito.
Puzon has always been steady as they come. One of the best setters in the collegiate scene. Meanwhile, Red Bascon tapping it over.
Bascon was a little underneath that ball, but she was smart to just stop it over in the middle, as we can see here in the replay.
Lalong Isip, pinaltan na rin, as well as Ayesha Huegos. Meanwhile, we have a report from Mikey Abueg.
Former Adamson Baby Falcon and now Lady Falcon, Red Bascon, actually just graduated from senior high school last Sunday. At naikwento niya pa nga na nag-lunch sila ng family niya sa Shakey's. Aside from that, I asked her ano nga ba ang naging desisyon niya on why she stayed with the Blue Shirts. At sinabi niya nga na iba talaga ang suporta na ibinibigay ng mga taga-Adamson. And let's see how this Falcon will soar high today for the San Marcelino base squad. Ken and Rhea?
Thank you very much, Mikey. Adamson has one of the most rabid fan bases in the collegiate scene. And you could really see yung uproar when nawala nga sila Tubu, sila Louis Romero, Kate Santiago. The heartbreak coming from that community. But alam mo, nag-uumapaw din yung suporta nila sa mga natira dito. And they're really as loyal as they come. And the program of Adamson has really gotten to new heights ever since last season.
And I believe naman, Ken, na they're taking it as an opportunity, of course, for their team, especially the younger ones, to step up, to take up bigger roles for the squad.
Like I always say when I cover a collegiate game, may mga gagraduate dyan. They will exhaust their playing years, their playing eligibility. But ang maganda dyan, meron naman magpupuno niyan eh. There will be others who will step up and will discover na ganito pala agaling itong player na ito. Hindi lang nabibigyan ng oportunidad. And you saw Shar Ancheta, Ishi lalong isip. Meanwhile, on the side of LPU, Stacy Lopez scoring once again.
Stacy Lopez, ever reliable, again making use of the hands of the blocker in that last play.
Our score right now is 20-15. Adolfo, nandoon si Duguna sa likod. Pio. Marce. Double hands it. Free ball for Adamson. Cuenca, punta kay Ajigbe. And LPU winning that joust at the net.
The Lady Falcons seems to be struggling here sa mga rally nila. And I think it's mainly because of how they aren't communicating well, giving points to the Lady Pirates.
That's the lead down to 4, and this has been, unfortunately, the theme for LPU. After they try to build on a momentum, mag-error sila, as Summit Bottled Water is the official drinking water of the Shakey Super League National Invitationals. Puzon. Punta kay Lopez. That time around, successful.
Ajibe was kind of late in that block. Kaya naman, Lopez rather was taking advantage of that late block by Ajibe there.
21-17, Heartbeal. Late insertion in set number 3. Oh, connects on a service ace. At hindi pa sigurado dito ang Adamson.
I made mention nga kanina na it seems like the girls in blue are miscommunicating here. And as they are about to end the set na sana, but it seems like they're giving free points to the LPU Lady Pirates.
Can Adamson hang on, or will LPU pull this one under the rug? Well, Aliyah Marce says, I've got your back. 22-18, bagong pasok, Aliyah Marce. Cuenca goes to Aljibe. And she scores.
Nice to see young girls stepping up for the Lady Falcons here, Ken. Of course, this Shakey Super League is a learning experience for them, something that they can bring in the upcoming season of the UAAP.
2 points away from notching their second win and advancing to the quarterfinals. Stacy Lopez not giving up. Adamson naman nag-commit ng catch and throw violation there.
Ganun talaga ang tendencies, Ken. Pag medyo malayo ka sa net nag-block, tas papasok yung bola sa loob, tendencies are magli-lifting violation ka talaga in hopes of reviving the ball.
Cuenca sets up Pascon, detonating on that trip. Or actually, it was out. I thought that clipped the line, but referees saw otherwise. Di natin kita doon. Kasi yung isang referee, naka-signal na in, but overruled by the other line judge. 24-20. So ito, match point na. Itong Lady Falcons. Eloisa Aljibe. And Jaja Tulang, nagawa ng paraan doon.
Grabe yung pulso ni Puzon doon as she sets up. Nasa opposite side siya ng court, pero the way she set that up sa open, giving point to the Lady Pirates was very, very commendable for her.
24-21. Villegas. Doguna will try, and she responds once again.
There's no room for mistakes now for the Lady Pirates.
And credit to them, they've saved 2 match points. We've got to save 2 more. Bascon. Nandoon si Duguna. Siya ang papalo. Adamson with a chance. Adolfo. And that ball sails out, and that is it for our ball game here. The Adamson Lady Falcons finishing the job against a very resilient LPU Lady Pirates squad. Jaja Tulang unfortunately sailing that ball out of bounds. And you know Rhea, itong Adamson and LPU, they are 2 of the best collegiate teams in their respective mother leagues, but on this trip, it was Adamson coming out victorious.
Tama, Ken. They are number 3 and number 2 for a reason. And it's really nice to see the girls here play against each other.
And Adamson will move on to the quarterfinals. They are still unscathed, 2-0. Samantala LPU unfortunately will bow out of the tournament, going winless in the 2023 Shakey Super League National Invitationals presented by Euratel. MVP of the match in just a bit when we return.
I only want the best. Incredible, Thin-Tense, sensational, thin crust pizza from Shakey's. Incredible crisp crust, Thin-Tense real cheese, sensational flavor. There's no thin like Shakey's.
Check out our best player of the match, brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now.
Ancheta was really reliable in that middle position. Not only, of course, sa offense, kundi pati na rin sa defense, sa blocking niya. And of course, she was very aggressive to the point na kung tatalon siya, alam mong mapupuntos at mapupuntos niya talaga for the Lady Falcons.
And she is with our courtside reporter, Mikey Abweg.
I'm now here with our MVP of the match, Shar Ancheta, with 9 points. So Shar, even with limited time ka lang naglaro today, pero sa tingin mo, paano nga ba nakakatulong ito sa confidence mo na ikaw ang naging MVP of the match?
Sobrang laking tulong po ng teammates ko and yung coaches ko sa pag-remind sa akin na kaya ko na madami ako ibubuga, ganun. So, sobrang laking tulong nun na nasasabihan nila ako ng ganun. First of example.
Ngayon naman, mag-a-advance na kayo sa quarterfinals. Sa tingin mo, ano bang mga natutunan mo in today's game na hopefully madadala nyo sa next round?
Siguro kailangan pa namin i-ano yung depensa po namin, and of course yung mga palo and service. Madami pa po kaming lapses, pero kailangan po i-workout po namin yan sa training.
Ngayon, meron ka bang mga gustong pasalamatan at batiin?
Binabati ko po yung mga family ko sa La Union, Mundina family, and Ancheta family. Hello sa mga friends ko and hello sa mga taga La Union and Baguio. Thank you po. Hello din po sa Adamson community. Thank you.
Congratulations once again, Shar. At dahil ikaw ang MVP of the match, meron kang gifts from Shakey's. Congratulations! And now, back to the panel.
Thank you very much, Mikey Abueg, together with our MVP of the match, Shar Ancheta. Let's take a look at our highlights here. Set number 1, dikdikan tayo, 14 all. But late in that set, a 7-0 run by Adamson made them pull away from that opening set. Shar Ancheta had 2 impressive blocks in that set. And ang maganda dito sa Adamson, they only committed 1 error to win that set, 25-17. Pagdating naman, set number 2, LPU jumped out to a 5-0 start, even led 8-4 after the first technical timeout. Bigla naman bumawi na naman itong Adamson, uncorking an 8-1 run. Never looked back. And Lucille Almonte also providing offense. Honey Turing, steady as always. Kaya naman nanalo sila doon, 25-18 in set number 2. Set number 3, Adamson with a strong start, 4-0. And Ancheta still providing the points. Lalong isip as well. Bumalik dito nung set number 3. For the side of LPU naman, Jaja Tulang nakakapuntos but few and far between for her. Heart Bio, pinasok late here in the third set. Had a few key moments for her, but unfortunately for LPU, they fall short in straight sets here. 25-17, 25-18, 25-22 our score. Adamson emerging victorious here. Let's take a look at the numbers here, Rhea.
Of course, here are the match summary, and it's really the opponent error rather, for the Lady Pirates that's been really giving free points to the Lady Falcons. And of course, judging the attacks, hindi naman ganun talaga grabe yung discrepancy. And of course, with the blocks. And the aces as well, grabe yung aces ng Lady Falcons. Only goes to show na mahina yung reception ng Lady Pirates.
And that's why Adamson booking their second win here. Let's take a look at the updated team standings. They come out on top, 2-0. JMC naman ang mga kasama nila advancing to the quarterfinals from that group. And as we check out our updated bracket, nakita nga natin, JMC will face off against Lasal. Adamson will await the second place finisher ng Group B. Samantala, itong Perpetual naman, kaalabanan nila yung first place finisher ng Group D. So, we still have 2 more games to go. And up next, we've got the De La Salle University, Las Marinas Lady Patriots taking on the UST Golden Tigresses. On behalf of Rhea Agas, our courtside reporters, Nati Austria and Mikey Abueg, ako po si Ken Pangilinan. Maraming salamat. Tutulong kayo dito sa Shakey Super League National Invitationals presented by Eurotel.